I'm Fathom, and I recently made a music video featuring puppets. This is a breakdown of how those puppets were made, or perhaps more accurately, this is how to learn from my mistakes and my puppet making adventures. Let's go.
Hello people. I am at home on a Monday because I have a cold, so this seems as good a time as any to talk to you about the puppets that I made for the Dialects video, and more specifically what not to do if you want to make some yourself. Let's get going. I started the project with a rudimentary sketch of the basic proportions that I wanted the puppet to be. I took some of this 0.8mm bendable wire and I made a sort of skeleton out of it. It is at this early point in the project that we encounter our first mistake, which is that I should have used more wire, because obviously it gets smaller as you twist it. And because of this, as we'll see, the puppets end up shorter than they should be, but with really long hands and feet. Let's move on. Here I'm about to make a sort of flesh to fill out the skeleton. I think this is still called the armature, but you know, I'm an amateur armature maker, so here's how I made it. We've got some silicon, some corn flour, and I basically mixed those together until I made a pasty, sticky concoction. It's pretty cool stuff, actually. It's similar to sugru, I think that's how it's pronounced, but I just combined silicon and corn flour until it had a moldable consistency. Then I molded it, and within about 20 minutes it dries, and it's like a sort of rubbery, slightly flexible adhesive thing, I guess. Mistake number 2, the first time I tried making this, I didn't wear gloves. And I had silicone stuck to my hands for about 2 days afterwards, so always wear gloves if you're going to try and make this. I won't go into the ratio of silicone to corn flour because essentially if you use more corn flour it will dry faster and it'll stick less, but you don't want so much corn flour that it's not going to be adhesive anymore. So, you know, experiment. And that's what it looks like once I've finished putting all the sticky stuff on it. So I've bulked out the biceps, the forearms, the chest, the abdomen, the thighs, and the calf muscles. And then all of the knobbly bits around the head and the hands, those are magnets. Here's mistake number 3. I should have put the magnets a little bit higher up because the hands go on top of that. So the magnets are about where the hands should end, and they ended up being about where the hands begin. As you'll see as we continue. The magnets are there because the puppets are stop motion puppets. Maybe I should have said that right at the beginning. Maybe I did say that right at the beginning. But I have a little sheet of ferrous metal. They can move around on the metal if they have magnets at all of the points where they'll be making contact with the metal. I put the magnet on the end of the neck so that the head could sort of slot on and then rotate without twisting the neck too much, because I didn't want the head to fall off. Ideally, if you're making puppets, you don't want the head to fall off. I think that's pretty standard in the industry. Let's have a listen as I reflect on the mistakes that I've already made.
So here are some changes I think I'm going to have to make. The first is that this is sliding around inside its silicone casing. The magnets were too strong and they completely pulled out of their, again, their silicone casing, which is why there are no magnets on the feet or on the hands where there should be. Also, I have folded the spine ever so slightly because its torso was just way too, I should say my torso, because it's a puppet of me, or will be eventually. Yeah, the torso was way too long and it was starting to look like some sort of weird chimpanzee character. Otherwise, the magnet on the head is working well, so yeah, well on our way. I think what I'll do tomorrow is try using polymer clay to house these extremely strong magnets.
This isn't going to work, I can tell you right now.
I started with weaker magnets and I was worried that they wouldn't stick to the metal floor that I'm going to use for the stop motion video. So I replaced them with neodymium magnets, which just ripped out the bottom of the silicon. So, you know, something new to try. I haven't really worked with polymer clay, so I think it'll be a lot of fun. We'll see how we go.
And the last step of the armature making is bulking it out and wrapping it up in medical tape. And that's what that looks like. Thank you for tuning in. Next time, we're going to look at all of the mistakes that I made in trying to construct its head. See you there.